Okay, guys, so this came out today. There's the website. Sampling DNA from a 1,000-year-old illuminated manuscript. Okay, so what this is called, they refer to the York Gospels, okay? And, they were assembled more than 1,000 years ago, and, it talks about them being bound in leather, illustrated, illuminated. The book contains the 4 Gospels of the Bible, as well as land records and oaths taken by the clergymen who read, rubbed, and kissed its pages over centuries. So this article is all about being able to get DNA off of it. So the York Gospels are also quite literally a bunch of old cows and sheep skins. And the skin has DNA, and the DNA has its own story to tell. So a group of the archaeologists and genealogists in the United Kingdom have analyzed the remarkable rich DNA. So, I'm not going to read the whole thing to you, but you can read it all if you want. But people that, over the last 1,000 years, there's a picture of it. Over the last 1,000 years, people have stuck their hands on it, swore oaths over it, like people do in on the Bible whenever they are, getting sworn in at court or anything. So a lot of people have done that, and they were able to find all this DNA on it. And they said that they could do it all without destroying even a tiny piece of parchment on it. All they needed were crumbs from rubbing the book with erasers. Very interesting, right? So as we go on down, it says the authors report their findings in a preprint that, as of the article's publication, has not yet been peer-reviewed, though they plan to submit it to a scientific journal. So the thing about it is scientists don't believe in the Bible, right? But they're putting it as a journal. Okay. So if their technique works, it could revolutionize the use of parchment to study history. Every one of these books is a herd of animals. Using DNA, researchers might track how a disease changed the makeup of a herd, or how the skin of the sheep from one region moved to another medieval trade route. So basically they're saying that each parchment is made up of cow skin, sheep skin, stuff like that. And they were able to tell this, and they're hoping that they can figure out diseases and how they ended up where they're at, stuff like that. And it talks about it's part of a growing movement to bring together scholars in the science. So they're trying to bring together a bunch of people to study the medieval manuscripts. Now, they have extracted DNA from the parchment before, but this non-destructive technique expands the potential pool of research material. Activists are loath to allow researchers to cut off a piece of, say, the York Gospels, but some eraser crumbs, sure. That's why it's such an exciting breakthrough. It allows a lot of different manuscripts from a lot of different areas to be analyzed together. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff that must be in the York Gospels that they don't want us to know about. So I'm just going to let you see if y'all want to read this. Y'all can pause this and read it if you want. I've read it. The reason I was wanting to show this to y'all is because I thought it was very interesting. And how they're saying it was made out of animal skins. Everybody knows what leather is, so right here it talks about that they took skin from an unborn. It says from the skin of unborn livestock. suggested the skin came from different animals entirely, like squirrel or rabbit. So the team published a study in 2015 analyzing the proteins rubbed. So if you think about it, they said, okay, so what they found was calves, sheep, and goats, though not necessarily unborn ones. So this is a very interesting article if y'all want to look at it. Now, it's not talking about anything in them. Now, I wanted to show this to y'all because just like the Book of Enoch, when it came out, you know, a lot of people didn't want to read it, acknowledge it, or anything like that. And then people started seeing what it really was and started reading it. Now, this, it's not telling us a lot about, but, you know, it's something that I think a lot of us should look into. If y'all know about it, that's great. Comment below and let me know what you know about the York Gospels. So up here it talks about they also looked at the six of the calves, 4 of 5 whose sex they could determine from the DNA were female, which they found highly unusual if represented. That's like putting a woman's skin on it is what they're saying. They don't know why they would have done that. They don't know why. And it says females are more vulnerable if you want to grow your herds. So why would you kill so many females to make parchment? So that's right, females are the ones that have the baby. So why would they kill so many females? And then it talks about through England in years before the York Gospels, perhaps those dead calves were salvaged to make parchment. Another colleague who specialized in the area suggests maybe precious female calves were deliberately used because it is such an important book. So they think it might be in an important book. But anyways, this video has been going on, I think, a little bit too long. But I wanted to just let y'all know this came out today. It was originally published in 2017, and now they decided to do it, republish it today, and talk more about it. But I do want to, I wanted to show y'all these pictures. I thought they were quite interesting. If you notice the man here, sitting in the chair, what's that look like to y'all? You know? I don't know, though. And then there, if you notice, there's a hand up here. And the head is looking up at the hand. And look at that. I just thought that some of y'all might like to see some of this. And here's some of it. Look at that. Like how it's kind of got... looks like a math book on the inside. Let me know your thoughts below. Let me know if you've heard of it. Let me know if you've read it below. If anyone can read what that page says, let me know. I will be doing further research on this. But I just wanted to show it to y'all and get y'all's opinions on it. It's supposed to contain 4 Gospels from the Bible. It doesn't say which ones. I will do some more research into it. But till next time, God bless y'all. And stop looking down, start looking up.